The brake test. The first test you will conduct will be the air compressor governor check. This test must be started with air pressure less than 90 psi to visually see the needles move as air pressure builds. If you are higher than 90 psi, you will have to fan the brakes until you are below 90 psi. Tell the examiner you are below 90 psi and you can now start the brake test. The first thing you will do will be to conduct a safety start. Verify the tractor is in neutral and both the parking brake and the tractor protection valve are both pulled out. Start the truck. The air compressor governor will cut off between 120 and 140 psi. Revving the engine to at least 1,000 RPMs will help the air compressor governor build up pressure slightly quicker. Now that the air compressor governor has kicked off, you will announce the PSI readings in tanks 1 and in tanks 2. You will then turn off the vehicle, place the key back in the on position, and let the gauges cycle. If you have not already chalked your wheels in an automatic vehicle, you will chalk your wheels now. If you are in a standard vehicle, you will now place the vehicle in a low gear 1 through 4, or leave your vehicle that is automatic in neutral. The next test you will conduct is the air leak test. Tell the examiner during the air leak test you should not lose more than 4 psi in a 1-minute time frame in a combination vehicle. Push in your tractor park brake and your tractor protection valve. Wait for the system to stabilize in both air tanks 1 and 2. The needles will stop falling or depleting once it is stabilized. After the air pressure has stabilized, you will place your foot on the brake pedal, putting firm pressure almost to the firewall. Wait for the needles to stabilize once more and announce the PSI reading to your examiner in both tanks 1 and tanks 2 before you start your timer. Now that time has expired, you will announce the readings in both tanks 1 and 2 and say that you have lost 0 psi. The next test you will now conduct will be the low air warning indicators test. Inform the examiner that you will fan the brakes until you hear and see an audio or visual low air warning indicator light or buzzer, and it should activate at 55 psi or above. Ensuring that the air brake audio and visual alarm is on and stays on, you've pressed the brake one more time. You now announce what your PSI reading is in both tank 1 and 2 once you see and hear the low air warning signal. The next test you will conduct will be the tractor park brake and tractor protection valve test. You will inform the examiner that you will fan the brakes until the tractor protection valve and the tractor park brake pop out. You will tell the examiner they should pop out between 20 and 45 psi. While fanning the brakes, you will look at the valves on the dashboard to ensure that they both pop out. Once they have popped out, announce your readings in both your tanks and then conclude your test. Note, if one of the valves has popped out, you will continue fanning until both valves are popped out. At that time, then you will again announce your readings in both tanks 1 and 2, and then tell your examiner that that concludes your brake test.